Hi everyone, it's Gina. Thanks for stopping by. For some of you, these probably look familiar. They were leftovers from my last video from the masterboard project, where I created a masterboard for which I cut up into tags, and I am super proud and excited about these. I thought they turned out fantastic, but I had pieces left over and they were sitting on my desk, and I thought this would be perfect to use for clusters. So that's what we're going to do today. I made just a couple, and while I was sitting around talking on the phone with my crafty friend Nancy, these were here, and I thought, let me just have a little play while I'm chatting. And so I created these two, and I thought it would be fun to make a few more with you. I have lots of little scraps on my desk, and that's just a small piece. I have these two drawers that are full of scraps and little pieces of cloth and some that's stamped and little bits of paper, and it's just got a little bit of everything. Clusters is a perfect way to use up your scraps. So I'll be pulling from here, my little scrap pile I showed you, and just anything else that's in arm's reach. Okay, I've picked out a few that had interesting shapes, which is a great thing about clusters. They don't have to be a certain shape. They're just made from scraps. So whatever shape your scrap's in works. They can be big, they can be small. And with clusters, you're just putting layers. Maybe a layer of fabric, cheesecloth, something sheer, coffee dye paper, other papers, just whatever you've got laying around on your desk. I don't know how many of these will do, but we can just get started and see how far we get. I've got tons of scraps here, just a variety of things. So I'm just going to start pulling. Here is some surgical tape that is super old, and I'm just going to start here with my first layer. Rip it off and stick it down. Maybe I can work on a few at the same time. It's basically the same color as the paper I'm laying it down on, so it's not making a big statement, but it's there. It's adding a layer. Even put one on this little one. So what next? Let's grab some paper. How about some old book page? Looks like this came from a dictionary. It only has just a tiny bit of writing, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. Just use it. I'm going to keep it simple and just use a glue stick. Okay. Maybe for my next layer, I'll do some sort of fabric. I have some cheesecloth, some lace, lots of things to choose from. I did go back and use some art glitter glue to help glue down this piece. I think now I'm going to move to more paper. And this time I'm going to try to have the paper give a little bit of life, have a little bit more color. Now I did switch to art glitter glue here. I'm starting to glue on top of multiple layers, and I thought I just probably should switch to the art glitter glue. It'll help it stick better and also help stick down what's under it. All right, a little pause in the action just to kind of see where we are. There are lots of layers. I kind of went back and forth between fabric and paper. You just kind of do whatever you want. It's really fun and relaxing because you're using scraps, you're gluing. It's really just putting stuff together. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim just a little bit off some. There's a couple of areas that are bothering me, and here's one. This little piece is standing up, and I think I'm just going to take a little off of it. There we go, that's better. Some of the layers are thick, and then some are really pretty thin, but there's enough to show there's a lot going on. Now, I've got some stickles here and some liquid pearls. So I think as my final touch, I'll go around and add a little bit. You know how those are. Once you add them, can't touch it too much because you'll end up messing it up. So what I'm going to do first is ink them again. It's not standing out quite as much as I would like, so I'm going to go over it again before I put my stickles on. They're inked up, and now they're ready for stickles and liquid pearls. All right, I am done, and I think they turned out great. These are great to make and keep, and the next time you're working on a journal and you find a spot that needs a little something, needs a little flourish, needs a little excitement, go grab one of your clusters. Thank you so much for sticking around and crafting with me today and making these cute little clusters. I hope you found it inspirational. If you did enjoy this video and get inspiration from it, then I would love it if you give me the thumbs up and let me know which one is your favorite. But there's memories, art, inspiration, lovely, and fairy wishes. I think I'm leaning toward fairy wishes. All right, that's going to be it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.